Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the right technique to make the index for your smile designing. Before we talk about that, let's discuss why we actually need the index. The index fabrication is an important step when it comes to smile designing. To know the right technique is also very important, how to fabricate the index in the best possible way so that you get the best mockup, the best provisionals which last longer and which look absolutely perfect. This index is the most important aspect of your test drive. If this is not fabricated properly, then the steps that you're going to follow are not going to be proper either. Let's dive in. What are the things that are required to make the index? The first thing, of course, is putty. The choice of putty depends on whatever is available in your clinic. Ideally, I would choose something that is a little rigid. The second thing is the light body. I always like to use light body with my putty so that we get the finer details and we are able to get an excellent mock-up. And thirdly, I would need a 12 number scalpel. You can use a 15 number scalpel. You can use any blade that you want to use to make the cuts. So the whole process of index making I have divided into 9 steps. Let's look at the 9 steps that we have to follow while we make this index. The first step is to mix putty. Now many a times when I conduct courses, I've realized people mix putty in the wrong way. So let's look at how we mix the putty. Second thing is keeping your light body ready. So once you have your light body ready, make sure before you attach the tip, you bleed a little bit of the cartridge so you make sure that whatever the material comes out of the tip is a fully mixed material. Step 3 is to adapt. Now the technique to adapt is what I'm showing here. What I basically do is I put the light body on the surface of the teeth and then I take the putty and roll over the teeth. The idea is to have good amount of putty palatally and good amount of putty labially. Step 4. The excess has to remove distally. So what we have to do is anything excess of 2 teeth beyond which you are not preparing have to be removed. So in the case where if I'm preparing 6 teeth, I keep my index up till the second premolars. If I'm preparing 10 teeth, my index extends all the way back up to the second molar. Step 5 is the horizontal cut. When we do the horizontal cut, we have to make sure that we are removing everything that is more than 0.5 to 1 millimeter beyond the cervical margin of the teeth. Make sure that you are not doing this in a very quick manner. Make sure you are not damaging the cervical portions of the teeth, because if you do that, your index is of not much use. Step 6, which is the most important, is how to hold the blade correctly. Now I have seen that people hold the blade in a horizontal manner in a different angulation, but the right way to hold the blade is to hold it at an angle which is shown in the video. Now what happens when you hold the blade in this direction is you get excellent V's. Now if you don't get those excellent V's, all the excess material will not be removed when you are actually doing your mock-ups, and you will end up with trimming the material with either a burr or with a blade, eventually causing trauma to patients' soft tissues. Step 7 is cutting the V's. Now many people do the V's on labial and lingual sides. I personally prefer only to do on the labial sides. I start with between the central incisors. I can go whatever order you want to follow, but the best way to follow is from doing the central incisor and then doing the right side or doing the left side. Now idea is to have a very sharp V. If you are not able to get a very sharp V both inside and outside, you need to make sure you are able to get it. And the way you are going to get a sharp V is to hold the blade in the direction that I have already told you. Step 8 is to refine the index. Once you have done your horizontal, you have removed your excess, you have also removed the V's, that is removing all the papilla portion of the tissue from your index, comes the refining part. My suggestion here is not to spend a lot of time in refining, because the more you spend time on refining, the more you are going to cut the index, and eventually you will be left with an index which is overcut. The idea is to remove all the soft tissue from the index as much as you can. So you remove the attached gingiva, you remove the papilla, so that what you are left with is just the teeth. And the final step is going to be marking the midline. Marking the midline is important when you are placing the index in the patient's mouth. If the midline is not marked, your index would wobble when you are putting it in the mouth, and eventually you will be ending up with a lot of air bubbles. Thank you for watching this video. I'm so glad to have you all here, and I'm thankful for everybody who has shown positive encouragement for me to make more and more videos. Please give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and do comment in the comment section for ideas about the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again in the next video very soon.